Okay, folks, welcome back. I thought about it nice and hard. We're giving it another shot. Welcome to the stream, Bruce. I guess you weren't here for the end of, or for last stream, where I found out that I had been breaking my singular rule. The entire time. So I suppose I can do a quick explanation. Here, let's open up the old test file. So, those who were here last time will probably recall this. Now I need to see if I have like a scarecrow or something lying around. Okay, well... I can build one of those. Copper, earth crystal, wood, stone. Real quick, we're just going to take a second and place down this mayonnaise machine. And then we're going to use that handy little trick that I found to pick it up. Just going to click and hold. 303 out of 304. 302 out of 304. I think you're probably getting the idea now. Picking up devices and such by hand costs energy. Something that I was not aware of and that I never noticed because, well, I hadn't, because the energy difference is so small that it's hard to see that the bar has even gone down. Yeah, oh well. I don't know why, I genuinely don't know why. I can't remember what I was even going to say. Oh, what was it, like shirt 37 or something? Shirt 31. I don't know why in a speedrun you would need to run out of energy. I don't know what benefit that gives. Maybe an RNG manipulation thing or something? Oh. Alright, well... Beach farm... Normal community center... Remixed mine rewards, because no reason not to. Spawn monsters on the farm. 3 starting cabins. The layout doesn't matter. So yeah, I didn't know it took energy. And... now we're starting fresh. Does running out of energy cause you to pass out, though? Because I've run out of energy before, and it just hit me with the exhausted condition, if I recall correctly. Maybe I'm misremembering. Maybe it also made me pass out. Well, regardless, I gave it a nice long think. So I wasn't sure if I was going to try again immediately or even at all. But having thought about it, I decided that I did want to make sure that I tried again, and if I left it alone for an extended period, I'm not sure I ever would have come back to the run. So here we are, ready to spend another probably 10 streams in year 1. Now with that said, we've got the same goals and everything. That's the thing though, I was using energy the entire time. Which pretty thoroughly invalidates the run. I can't call it a no energy run when I spent the entire run using energy. I firmly believe changes whether the run is legitimate, that's the main thing. Look, the rule set is the challenge run. If I'm not following my own rule set, then I can't claim to have done the run. With that said, this attempt I plan to simplify things a lot. How? By not doing all of the random unnecessary crud that I was using to occupy time. I plan to do the one thing my ADHD brain will probably resist with all its might. I plan to focus. With that said, we still have to go out of our way to make as much money in year 1 as we need to buy all the wood that we're going to want for the entire run. and the early game checklist will be sticking around. Now that means it's time to go and do the first important step of the run. Robin, I'll take 50 wood, please. Have all my savings. We'll do a quick loop through this upper area. There's no upper area to do a loop through. Probably not. It probably isn't possible, but that's the current strategy that I'm rolling with. Now, with that said, there are some things that I can work on making progress in. The only skill trees that matter at all are farming and mining. The others, if they happen, great. If they don't, whatever. Okay, I was hoping that Haley would be around. We're gonna head back to the farm, clean up our inventory, and then we'll do a lap of the town to kick trash cans. I won't bother becoming friends with George because all I really wanted that for was the coffee machine, and as it turns out, that's a special orders thing. Oh, almost forgot to grab a chair. I probably shouldn't have sold all the leeks that I picked up. In hindsight. But we'll come across another. Oh, hey. Alright, so we're heading back to the farm, because on the farm we can potentially encounter bats. That's the goal here. Okay. We'll be selling our slime for now, even though we do need it for a bundle. We'll get plenty of it down the line. It's not a difficult thing to have, and the money is worth a lot to us right now. Oh, I forgot to have Robin move around the cabins. Okay, we don't seem to be getting any bats. Let's go to sleep. Level 1 foraging. Now, one thing I'll try to do during this run is get the community center open sooner than I did previously. Because if y'all recall, last run, it took me a long time to go into the valley at the correct time to open the community center. And while it's not a big deal, I would like it open. Oh, I missed the galaxy sword. One thing that I'm going to try to remember to do is regularly check my energy level, especially when I'm about to go to bed. That way, if I happen to accidentally spend energy in some way, I can hopefully catch it. Now let's all sit back and try to enjoy that first year grind. quick cutscene. Skip a quick cutscene. Trash the bamboo pole, the soggy newspaper, and the mixed seeds. Got an oyster, nice. That'll be one to save for the fair. Love how it gives a coins animation even though mixed seeds don't sell for anything. Okay, we got another leak. We now officially have everything needed to fill in the first bundle in the community center. Got a little while yet before we get mines access. I think that happens on like day 5 or 6. Which means for the moment we're stuck with the worst weapon in the game. So there are a handful of things that I plan to do very differently in this playthrough. One of the big ones is that I'm going to be planting all the mahogany seeds that I get from slimes on the farm from the very start. And this is because on the farm, I'm thinking down here specifically, they'll have a chance to spread and turn into more mahogany trees, which will mean more hardwood by the end of year 1. This will take a minute because bats have a decent amount of hit points, being native to floor 30 and below in the mines, and we're dealing 1 to 2 damage a hit. We need to keep an eye on our gold because once we hit 2,000 gold, we'll want to go and buy a backpack. So we're a little over halfway there already. Now the positive is that we learned a couple of things early last run that can help with the start of this run. Especially the fact that monsters can spawn on floor 1 of the mines, it's just very rare. Welcome to the stream, Bee Marching. We're starting over. Starting fresh. Giving it another attempt. I'm thinking of it. Let's go check Robin's shop, see if she's open today, and if she is, then we can have her move the cabins. Okay, we want that cabin I'm going to bump that cabin to right there. That way, if we need to, it'll be blocking off a path that leads onto that path. Cabin right there. And another right there. Try and keep the edges of the farm clear as much as possible, even if it means scything away some potentially useful grass. As with last time, we want supply crates washing up. So I guess while we're doing this, I'll try to take a minute and go into my reasoning on starting the challenge over. Most of my reasoning is pretty simple. Now, to be clear, there's no chance on Earth that I would just hand wave it and say, ah well, I didn't know, so I'm just going to let numerous uses of energy in a run about not using energy slide. That's just not something I'm comfortable with. I wouldn't be able to take any sense of satisfaction from getting to the end of the run if I hadn't followed the rules of the run. That's not to say that flexibility with the rules of the run couldn't have been a part of it early on had I written the rules differently. But I knew exactly what my rules were, and so I wasn't going to let it slide that I had broken them, even by accident. Because if I was okay with that, then why didn't I just let it slide when I occasionally clicked while holding a weapon, while holding an axe or a pickaxe at the start of the run those couple of times? Why did I need to reset the day that one time that I took my stuff out of the fridge and used a tool then? It opens up a whole extra can of worms that begs the question of where I stop allowing stuff. because of honest mistakes. So, with that in mind, I knew that I was either going to start over or give up. And I was tempted to put the challenge on hold for a while, because we have spent the last month doing this challenge. And we were only maybe halfway through. That was 63 hours of gameplay completely down the drain. An entire month of streams. And that's a lot. Thank you for the hydrate. So, like, there was an argument to be made to just take a step back, reset, and come back to it in, like, February or something, after playing a few other games. But the truth of the matter is, I really want to beat this challenge. And I know myself well enough to know that had I decided to leave it and come back down the line, I probably never would have come back to it. I would get hung up on the idea of eventually coming back to it and never make it to the execution. So in the end, it felt like if I was ever going to come back to it, I had to make that happen sooner rather than later. And with that in mind, I considered how a second attempt at the run might go, and I realized that if I cut out all of the unnecessary crud that I was just doing arbitrarily and focus strictly on what will make the run, what will progress the run, that I think I can make it happen a good bit faster. Now, this does mean that we'll be cutting out a lot of the random stuff. I won't bother to date every girl in the valley. I won't bother to try and turn my farm super profitable. I am just trying to make the money and get the items that I need in order to beat the game. Yeah, so I've got slightly different plans for how I'm going to approach some things. The main one is that I really want to rush getting a coop as fast as I possibly can. Because if I have a coop, and if I make sure to get at least one white chicken and one brown chicken early on, I can start I can both make progress in the community center and I can work on grinding farming levels, because there are exactly 2 skill trees that actually matter in this run that I need in order to progress towards specific goals. There's mining, because we really want... oh heck, that's a lot of slimes. Okay, that was tense. Where was I? Okay, need mining because I want to be able to craft bombs. Because bombs are important for a lot of the tasks that we need to be able to complete in this run. And then there's farming. Because rather than just waiting for it at this point, or rather than just waiting for it this run, we are going to go pretty directly into trying to get a barn and cows and goats and pigs. Now, I'm still going to keep an eye on the traveling cart, and if I manage to get the items that I need from there before I get the same items from the barn, then I can skip buying the animals that are relevant to that. But the reason we need farming experience is we need to get to farming level 10 in order to buy the auto grabber from Marnie, which will allow us to actually milk the cows and the goats. That said, we will be able to hold off on doing a couple of pretty minor things for the most part. We'll be able to hold off on... Oh my gosh, and of course one of the first things we get in this run is one of the items that was holding up completing the last run. Of course. Well, we're hanging on to the bream. So okay, we'll probably spend the entirety of this run waiting for an eel or something that we got out of the trash last time. So building the fish pond can wait until we get access to Krobus, because we're not likely to get a sturgeon before then. Coming to think of it, I don't even know that we need the fish pond, because I've kind of given up on the goal of completing the Lost bundle along with the community center. I think I'm just going to let the Lost bundle stay lost, because it doesn't directly pertain. So we don't need the fish tank, or the fish pond. Going to strike that. Wild horseradish from Willy, if we can find one, we'll do it. Pretty sure we already have a mussel. I'll double check. Yep. If Robin's working, I realized that I forgot to move the shipping container, shipping bin, last night, so... Okay, there's our wild horseradish. We can catch Willy before he calls it a night, then we'll be able to get 150 coins. Or 150 G. Grab a couple of leeks on the way too. So yeah, on the issue of farming experience, not only does it get us the auto grabber, which lets us collect stuff from barn animals, without which we just can't, but it gets us sprinklers, and the sooner we get sprinklers, the sooner we can start knocking out crops, or the sooner we can start getting crops, and the sooner we get crops, the sooner we can whatchamacallit. The sooner we get crops, the sooner we can start working towards more farming experience, which will help unlock some of that late game stuff. You may be wondering why I'm heading over in the direction of the secret woods again. I'm always concerned that there are a couple of slimes stuck out of bounds or something where I can't see them and they can't get aggroed onto me. So I figure it's worth a quick check if I've got time at the end of the day. Because they'll reposition when the room reloads. They're just reorganized randomly. Okay, that is our first mahogany seed planted. And tomorrow we'll be a little bit particular about our route so we can get the community center open. I have gone blurry. It's not my image, I actually turn blurry from time to time. It's a medical condition. It's very sad, I know. And despite what they say, girls really aren't all that interested in blurry guys. It's weird. Most of them start acting like they've forgotten their glasses even when they don't wear glasses. I mean, if you like girls with glasses, then it can be a good way to get a girl who doesn't normally wear glasses to wear glasses. But that only works if she goes to a really incompetent doctor who can't tell that she doesn't need them. No bomb yet. Okay. Today we want to get community center access. But we don't need to take things to the community center yet because we can't read the paper. Okay, and we have mines access. And we have to check the traveling cart. Now, there are only a couple of things that I'll do differently with regard to the traveling cart. One is that I'm on the lookout for more things at the start than I was At the start of last attempt, welcome to the stream, Rafkin. We've started the run over because of my breaking the rules accidentally. So we'll be keeping an eye out for large milk, large goat milk, I think, and then truffles. All of those are somewhat high priority things. But beyond that, we also won't bother early on with a couple of items that, as it turns out, seem to be more common in the traveling cart. Now, none of the important stuff is here. Yeah. Don't need any of that. I just need to make sure to enter the town from the correct entrance before 1 p.m. Should have just enough time for at this pace. That's a lot of slimes that were in here, which is why this took us a little bit. Oh, and I'm dumb because I took too long. Okay. In my defense, that was a lot of slimes. Okay, we'll revisit and check and try and get the community center unlocked another day when there are less slimes in there. Grab ourselves a dandelion. Yeah, a coming in from that entrance would have gotten us the community center introductory cutscene if we weren't too late to do it. Lewis, your friendship isn't worth my taking any longer than I have. Than I have to. If you decide to stand next to trash cans, don't be so surprised when people start rummaging through them. On the bright side, with a little bit of luck, we might hit 2,000 gold tonight, in which case tomorrow we might be able to get the backpack from Pierre's, and that would be pretty nice. Hey, buy stuff. Okay, let's get our sword. Yeah, get used to the repetitive sound. We're gonna be doing this for a while. Hang on, I want to check something. Is there an option to make... That's a pity. I was hoping... there would be an option to adjust the opacity of the inventory so I could see through it. It would save a small amount of time in checking things because the inventory bar covers a small amount of the bottom of the screen. So we have the rusty sword, which means we don't need to be carrying the scythe any longer until we get a silo. Why did I go around the back that way? So at this point, we're going to wind up spending a bit less time in the secret woods and a bit more time in the mines. And we'll still come back to the farm if by around 7 we haven't made any, we haven't gotten down into the mines, because we want to be back here by 8 to be around for the start of monsters spawning. So we can get that chance for bat bombs. It's a whole thing. The reason that I'm willing to take time away from the secret woods to do mine attempts is without mine access we really can't make use of anything we find in the secret woods. I did just remember that because we're not bothering with the secret bundle in this playthrough, I don't need to be saving any I don't need to be saving any algae, because I don't need to make fish ponds. Okay, I hear that bat. Well, come a bit farther. Okay. I don't want to take the time to try and kill those slimes, because that could prevent me from making it back to the farmhouse in time. Alright, give me those. We don't need fish ponds this playthrough. At level 2 foraging. The first couple of foraging levels tend to be pretty quick. But as y'all saw, we hadn't even hit level 10 foraging by the end of the last playthrough. We'll hang on to a single piece of seaweed because a maki roll is one of the things that we get in that we need for a community center bundle, and we can take care, and if we want to. Oh, you know what? There is one person whose friendship we want to work on. There's one person. We want to be friends with Linus. Linus can send us fish as well as a maki roll. So he's got a few items in his setup. Okay, we've got 2,000. So we'll want to visit Pierre's store today as well. I'm not gonna bother with the slimes. The mines are all that matter right now. The mines and the community center, but obviously we can finish the community center whenever. So it's less of a pressing matter. Okay. But we will still hang on to the seaweed in case the earliest option for completing the chef's bundle includes making the maki roll. And this should be the community center cutscene. Check the community center in a minute. What am I doing? I'm on that grind. I'm making money. I'm trying to fix up the town for you ungrateful kids. I think the story with this farmer is less that he's specifically trying to screw over Haley, and more that he's trying to just... Like, he showed up in this town, he showed up in this valley thinking that he was going to finally get a break from it all, and then he found out that he's expected to manage this entire farm. Like, it's advertised as a beach farm, but it's really just a farm. And so now the goal is just to get out of Dodge. Okay. First improvement in our inventory. Now we'll attempt to read the first bundle. Hey, Linus. Like me. And now we got time for a few hours of checks on floor 1. Give me them slimes. I know you're in here. I know you can turn up. And you know that you should turn up. realize this is boring. But if it helps, it's more boring to do. And I've done it twice. I hope y'all can at least appreciate why I was so convinced that monsters just never spawned on this floor. Because I had done this before in testing. And in all of my testing, the only thing that had ever spawned on this floor was rocks. Maybe the occasional gem node, but nothing beyond that. Slimes. Okay. I either need 5 floors or I need a Dougie to drop a cherry bomb. Or a rock crab to drop a cherry bomb. I'm not picky. Yes. I don't think I can get to that slime. Is that it? And then a ladder just spawned. Thank you for the hydrate, Lastborn. Cheers to mine's progress. I need to wait until it's right over that spot. Dang it. If you kill it on a spot where where the ladder can't spawn, it can't drop a ladder. Okay, we made floor 5 of the mines. That was pretty ridiculous. And tomorrow we will have tomorrow we will get a letter from the wizard telling us, hey, show up at my place and I'll help you with your rat problem, which means we'll be able to read the community center bundles. And we'll get a letter from the Adventurers Guild saying that if we kill 10 slimes, we'll be a member. Now that doesn't matter nearly as much, it's just a nice thing to get out of the way. But hey, they sell some useful things. We don't need retaining soil or bug meat or slime. The rest of these we want to keep around. I'm going to double check. I don't think that the topaz... Yeah, the topaz is only a remixed bundle option, which means we don't need it in any bundles, which means we can donate it to the museum. Oh, I almost went to bed. Still, that was pretty good luck. So we'll do our rounds of the farm. Got a bat. And I hear a second bat incoming. With every bat, I hold out a little bit of hope that it'll drop a bomb, but in most cases that hope is not well founded. On the bright side, we have mine access, which means we can focus our efforts on we got a bat chasing us. Let's bring it up in the direction of the farm. That way we're not pushing it with our time. So we've made it deeper in the mines. Got a little bit of progress, and that little bit can take us a long way. those 4, as well as those 2. 2 items for the museum, 4 for the community center. Oh, and we hit level 1 combat. Nice. Wizard and Adventurers Guild. Nice. Ooh, sea urchin. That is a bundle item. And you know what? Visiting the wizard lines up pretty well since we were already going to need to visit the woods today to check if there's anything useful in the traveling cart. Albacore. I can't recall if albacore is a fish that we need. We can afford it if it is, but I don't think we need albacore. I'll double check. Nope, not albacore. Okay, doesn't look like there's anything in that list that we need urgently. Nothing in that list that'll be particularly difficult to get our hands on. Second there, I thought I saw a sneaky little slime hiding in the corner. So we need to meet the wizard. We need to kill 7 more slime. The latter will kind of just happen. Or the former, well, we're taking care of that right now. We'll try to make a habit of giving Linus, like, if we find any high quality spring onions or other forageables, really. That'll boost the friendship faster, and the faster we get some friendship with Linus, the sooner he might send us useful stuff in the mail. How did we get the trash can lid hat so fast? Pity I've only got one daffodil. I think I may have just zeroed out my friendship with her in one swoop. In my defense, though, she did kind of just ambush me. Okay, we've got a lower quality of oyster, so we'll use that one for the community center. Sell the other one. Cutscene? Cool, we can donate stuff. Well, now we have a daffodil. Hop in here, sell some stuff. Put on that garbage hat. If nothing else, we have the best hat in the game back. Oh, that's why we have higher friendship with Willy than with Haley. It's because we did that one little task that he randomly posted. We won't bother collecting the reward quite yet. Oh, but you know what I can do? I can drop that common mushroom into there. Fall foraging. I wouldn't bother, but it clears up a tiny bit of space in my inventory so that I don't have to worry too much when I go straight to the mines. Crab pot bundle. Linus, here is a vaguely high quality spring onion. Since we have mines access, we'll probably jump into that pattern that we established last time, where we only do the full loop of the valley every a couple of times a week. And the other days we'll do just a smaller loop that lets us hit a couple of hot spots, kick the trash cans, and then we head to the mines to get any progress that we can pull off. Dougie. Nope, not encountering any Dougies, not encountering any rock crabs. Those ones are the most useful enemies to us at present because they're the ones that can give us cherry bombs. And we need to get cherry bombs from enemies, or we need to get bombs from enemies or from supply crates if we want to get mining experience and get a sustainable supply of bombs. I kinda hate floor 7. The layout just makes it so common for the paths to get blocked off, which is a pain if you're trying to if you're unable to mine. Of course, you don't need super narrow paths for everything to get blocked off. Oh, it's after 8. Let's head back to the farm. I guess we can step inside the Adventurers Guild while we're over here. So I think for now the plan for our average days will be to visit the secret woods, do the loop of town for trash cans, and then head back to the farm, drop stuff, head to the mines. Keep it nice and simple. Got a bat following us. You know, one interesting thing about this game that makes absolutely no sense is the fact that it's implied that no one has ever found their way to the very bottom of the mines. No one's found how deep they go. And yet there's an elevator shaft that leads all the way to the bottom of the mines. How did the elevator shaft get there if no one had been that far down? For a second there, I thought I heard a bat. We'll start hanging on to bats' wings now, I think. Because that's a bundle item. Not slimes, though, because we get slime a lot faster than we get bat wings. Oh. Hang on. Let's grab that and that. Both of those can go into the shipping bin. Okay, it's a Monday, not too much that needs doing. We go on our normal lap of the farm. Chop the occasional sprouting tree that we see. And today is a day for a quick loop. So real quick, okay. Coop is anywhere from 4,000 to 9,000 gold, depending on whether we're able Coop is anywhere from 4,000 to 9,000 gold, depending on how much stone and wood we have. Which, at this stage, without any bomb experience, is probably going to be a decent bit of both. So we're looking at more towards the 9,000 end. And honestly, because we don't have a reliable source of wood, we can't just get it on demand. am I talking to you? There's no point. Because we don't have a reliable source of wood, we can't just get it on demand. We are pretty much guaranteed to spend about 3,000 just buying wood for it. Which brings us to about a minimum of 7,000. So once we get in the realm of 7,000 gold, then we'll start worrying about building the coop. Okay, we got a geode. Let's go crack that open. Hey, crack geode. Do it. You know what? I'll take it. That's 1/10 of the clay that we need for... It's 1/10 of the clay that we need for a silo. And that's kind of a tricky thing to get, so I'll always take clay. Anyone want a can of Joja Cola? Okay, we can't do that. Do a quick pass through this area. We got a flower. One daffodil. Go down and feed it to Haley. Huh. Okay, never mind. I don't know where she is. We'll just hang on to it. It's a bit strange because when she's not up at the fountain, she's normally down in her house. She doesn't have a job. I might do a little bit of spring forageable hoarding now. Because spring seeds sell for more than the individual ingredients. And at the current stage of the run, the most important things to do are gain mining experience and money. We need mining experience to be able to craft bombs. We need money to be able to build a coop and start getting farming experience. Oh, I should have put away the clay. Oh well. See, this would be a great time to have a Dougie spawn and drop a cherry bomb. Because those few nodes of copper would have been a lot of good experience. Dang it, nothing. Still worth it. Well, it still could have been worth it. Obviously, we got nothing out of it, so that particular crab wasn't worth it. That's no reason to assume that a later crab won't be. Do see the ladder there. Just wanted to see if I could get anything else useful on this floor. One of these times, we're gonna get a decent run. That's all we need. We just need a few floors of progress at a time. Almost 8 p.m., which means there's really not enough time to get to a new level, even if we get a little bit of progress. So let's head back to the farm, fight monsters there. Yep, come after me, little bat. Just gonna drop a couple of things in here. There's the bat. It's like I hear it, but I don't see it. Really? Not only did you not drop a bomb, you didn't drop anything? Against anything else, I would just run back into the house. But bats can drop bombs, and that makes them worth fighting. Dang it. Okay, it's a Tuesday, which means another miniature lap. Oh dang, 2 mahogany seeds, nice. Funnily enough, they're worth a lot of money if I wanted to just go ahead and sell them, but I don't want to just go ahead and sell them because hardwood is valuable. It's 3 mahogany seeds in 1 day. I'll take it. And you know what? We're going to visit the southeast area near the sewers entrance today. Just because I want more spring onions. I want to keep our supply of healing items up. Save those couple of spring onions for Linus. Those gold ones. For a second there, I thought that green algae had just kind of vanished from my inventory. Wait a sec. Okay, it's just a normal one. Figured there was a chance it was high quality, in which case it would have been a good idea to give it to her to boost the friendship gains. So we can kind of fast track the whole process if we manage to dance with her at the flower dance. You know, I've never tried... No, I'm not going... I was about to go and plant one of the mahogany seeds back there, but then I realized how dumb of an idea that was, since any way I knock over the tree, it's more than likely going to just drop the wood out of bounds. Okay, I've got a few mahogany seeds planted. That'll be the start of my hardwood supply. Luckily, we at least don't have to depend on we don't have to depend on random drops from crates in the mines for all of our mahogany. If they had ever patched out the share glitch, we would be stuck with that. Oh, I thought we had given Linus all of the gifts we could for now. Ah well, we'll be back this way later this week. I'll just have one of those golden spring onions on me when I can. You know what, we're just going to spam reloading the floor until we get one with a ladder or some decently close slimes. We won't bother hoping for stuff farther afield, especially since there are no dirt patches on this floor for Dougies to spawn in, and it takes a bit too long to scout for crabs. I wonder if being spawned on this is an indication of a rock crab. Oh, I hate this method of rock crab hunting. But they're a good source of cherry bombs if we can get a few of them down. picked up 20 spring onions today. We ate 15 already. And depending on how the monster situation on the farm turns out, we might wind up eating more. So that's fun. If we get down to the levels with a lot of insects, that will at least make the process faster, because not only will we have more insects that die in a single hit, which makes it easier to scout for whether we... That makes it easier to hunt for ladders. But if we get enough insects killed, which I think the requirement is like 100, then we get the insect glaive, or the insect head sword, insect sword. And that will probably be well above the level of sword that we'll need for the lower levels of the mines. We'll probably wind up getting it way at a much lower floor than is typical. Oh, and we have a cat. I couldn't fit all of the name that I was going for into that bar, so instead of tripping hazard, it's tripping hazard. Now I do need to try and make sure I don't accidentally chop my mahogany saplings, but at the very least there are a few of them. And for the most part they're planted close to whatchamacallit. For the most part, they're planted close to pine trees, meaning it'll be easy to tell the difference in sapling. Shouldn't be any trouble to slay 4 green slimes. Alright, straight up to the mines today. Linus, please like me. I really need you to. I need fish. And you catch fish. I sure hope so. 'Cause he can send me a variety of things, including a sushi roll. Dang, that's a lot of rocks. Okay, that's the 4 slimes that I needed to slay. I can collect the reward by talking to Lewis tomorrow. Oh, amethyst. That'll be one for the museum. And some stone, I'll take it. I don't think I can do anything on this floor. I don't even know if I can reach that crate down there. Can I? I can. But it was empty. Okay, well at least I've got that amethyst for the museum. Okay, we got a cherry bomb. Nice. Hang on to that. Let's put it off. Let's take it off of our hotbar so that we can't accidentally waste it. Also, you gotta appreciate how this sword says that it does 2 to 5 damage, and I've done 1 damage several times. Okay, we got 4 copper nodes all right next to one another. So that's a good use for our bomb. That's a lot of XP. And a guaranteed profit on copper. Also, this is floor 9, so if we can get that to be a ladder, that would be helpful as well. Okay, it wasn't. So that's a negative on reaching floor 10, but at the very least, we were able to get our first taste of mining experience. We got a handful of copper. And we got a geode, which is all nice. Plus we got that earth crystal, we can donate that to the museum. Same with the amethyst. Oh, and there's an owl flying by. The owl doesn't have any impact on the run. It's nice to know about. Also, I'm pretty sure that picking up the owl statue, if an owl decides to drop it, will cost energy, so I guess no owl statue now. Same with the aliens, so we'll probably just let that one hatch. Drop some stuff into here. Mainly the stone and the copper. We'll hang on to the other 3 because we'll want them tomorrow. We're going around the valley. Crack open that geode. Donate some stuff to the museum. I don't know why the farmhouse doesn't go transparent when you're behind it. I hear a bat, and I see a bat. And I do not get useful stuff from the bat. Okay, and here's the cutscene with Clint. since I have now broken rocks, I get the furnace. Furnace is kind of a low priority at the moment. Okay, Robin's axe is lost. That'll be some easy money. It's another day for a short loop, but we will include a visit to the area where spring onions grow. I think that'll just be part of our short loops for now, because we need spring onions. Should be salmonberry season soon, but we'll only really focus for the last 2 weeks of it. Or for the last 2 days of it. Wish salmonberry season lasted for 2 weeks. Yeah, those two are both max. Gifts for this week. Hey, give me money. It's a bit ridiculous to think that he's implying that killing 4 slimes will help deal with the problem, when I'm doing more than that many, just at the drop of a hat. I'm not gonna worry too much about hanging on to all of the earth crystals. We'll have more than we need when we need them. I hadn't sold off all the leeks that I did. Would have been smarter to hang on to stuff and turn them into spring seeds. Saying hi, Lewis. You are the singular person in this entire valley whose friendship matters to this farmer. It is just because he wants you to send him fish in the mail, but, you know, don't question it. Did I call him Lewis? I meant Linus. Obviously, no one cares if Lewis likes them. Not even gonna bother with that crab. It's just not an effective means of crab hunting. Okay, got a little more wood. Every little bit counts. Oh man, I wish I had a cherry bomb. Ducky. Gosh dang, that hurts to just walk past. Dang it. Nothing I could do about that cluster of copper. can just barely slip through here. Ooh, cherry bomb, nice. And I see a nice amount of copper over there to use it on if I get the chance. If I can get over to it. I don't think I can, though. Oh well, can't get to that copper. Like, I could, but I would have to spend the cherry bomb that I want to use on the copper. And the only really valid use of a cherry bomb at the moment is finishing a level, which I can only even justify if it's a guaranteed finish. Or bombing a large amount of copper for mining experience. Like, even just bombing those 2 copper nodes isn't worth it because that could result in a loss. I could be getting less copper than a cherry bomb is worth. Oh. You know what? One last check because I already loaded the floor. Oh well. We have another cherry bomb. The occasional cherry bomb is our path to mining experience. Might call it after this one. As much as I want to make progress, I also don't want to push too hard trying to get back to where we were. As I feel like that could kind of kill my motivation in the run, and I don't want to be driven to rage quit or something. Want to drop a ladder? You know, that would be a cool feature in game. If monsters on the farm could drop ladders. Just randomly lead to like a little underground room where you might find some treasure or some monsters. Be a cool way to shake things up. Give access to items that you normally need to get through like fishing treasure chests or something. And give people more of a real incentive to have the option on for monsters to spawn on the farm at night. Level 2 combat. You know what? One more day. One more in-game day, and that'll be the end of the stream. Okay, one of our mahogany saplings is starting to come up. It's nice. And it's a Friday in game, so we'll want to visit the traveling cart. This will be a day for a full loop of the valley. So not too much mining. Red mullet. I'm pretty sure that's one of them that I need. Or is it that I'm confusing that with red snapper again? Hang on. Nope. Not red mullet. And I'm not going to bother with pufferfish since that spawns in, that's in the list like every other time. Alright. Nothing in the traveling cart. Again, we could get the pufferfish, but it's not worth it. I think one of them just wandered out the exit. Got a mahogany seed. And another. highest relationship is with Robin. Okay, we'll box those spring onions. Those will make for good gifts to Linus. Gold quality ones will. Highest relationship, Robin. Just because we brought her axe, which I'm pretty sure just means that she instantly gains a heart of friendship with you. Shut up, Sam. Shut up, Lewis. It was your idea to stand somewhat near a trash can. Can't complain when someone uses the trash can for its intended purpose. Oh, nice, a copper. Not quite a copper bar, but I'll take just a random scrap of copper. I can't recall if greeting people gives money or not. If it does, I'll knock that out when I get to the flower festival. I love how it just says Haley is ignoring you, but it still counts as having talked to her for the day. Just one morel is needed, so I already have that. I can sell the others. chance of a Dougie. Nope. Why do I keep going so far? If I don't see monsters, turn around, reload the floor. There, monsters. That's the habit that I need to be in. Can't get through, which is a pity because I saw a cluster of 3 copper nodes just beyond there. Oh, nice. That'll be good money. We'll check the other patch of dirt for Dougies. Okay, so we aren't getting through those rocks, which means... Can we get up this way? Nope. You have to wonder what our pickaxe and such are made out of if copper upgrades them. I did see the ladder, I just wanted to kill off a few bugs. Also, I should probably go home if I don't make some progress soon. Which is right now, when that path is entirely blocked off. Cave Carrot will want to save because that one's good for a bundle item. Doing pretty well on our progress towards the exotic foraging bundle. Nice to have a glow ring. that's it for the night. We've made some good progress. We've got a few items for various bundles. None that I'm in a huge rush to turn in simply because we don't have any bundles that we're finishing up right away. Thank you for the hydrate, Lastborn. We did manage to get a bream from the trash can. That's nice. Of course, any useful fish from the trash can is nice. We've made some decent mine progress. We've got a cherry bomb in the inventory, and we're gonna use it to work on our mining experience. I've kind of mentally detached progress in the mines from gaining experience in the mines, because right now it's way more important that we gain experience than that we make progress. Because while down lower we do get access to more useful stuff, and floor 40 is still a really important milestone for us, we can operate on lower floors, but we do need to be getting experience and getting the ability to craft bombs ourselves. So we'll see how it all turns out. But that is going to be it for today. Oh, and we've hit level 3 foraging. Yay, we have access to items that we won't use anytime soon. So we're a little less than halfway to being able to build a coop as well, and sadly money will be a bit slow to come in for now until we can be more directly interactive in the mines, until we can clear rocks and stuff. The money will continue to be a bit slow, so we're still pretty dependent on getting a consistent source of bombs. But if nothing else, we can make decent use of our time the next couple of days. Probably won't bother with the Egg Festival because all we get for it this year is a hat. If we got money for it the first year, then I would totally do it, because 1,000 gold is 1,000 gold. But as it stands, when we come back tomorrow, we oh, hey, let's see if we got something good waiting for us next time. Nope. When we come back tomorrow, we will be able to take some more steps toward progressing the run. It'll be good. Having a cherry bomb is also important because we can, if we're in a bind, we can use it to clear out a couple of blocks on our farm to make it possible to pass if stuff spreads to a place where we can't deal with it. But that is going to be it. Oh, and I've gone blurry just as the stream ends. Let me unblur myself. Thanks for being here. I wish that things hadn't fallen apart with the previous run, but this was the only way that I could really, in good faith, continue to try and complete the challenge. So this is what we're doing. I think we can make faster progress this time if I don't let myself get drawn off down all these other side quest things that aren't really important in the grand scheme of things. I think we can be a lot more focused. So yeah, next stream, the main goal I think will be to get to, first of all, hopefully get to mining level 1, and second, if at all possible, I'd like to get the funds to build a coop so we can make progress there. That's gonna be it. Thanks everyone for being here. Hope you enjoyed. I appreciate you. And I hope to see you next time. Later, folks. Oh, I've gone blurry already again. Hang on. Later, folks. Bye.